God says, only seconds remain now and your destiny is trembling in the palms of heaven. Today, a large amount of wealth is being released under your name tonight, and the cries of Archangel Michael are shaking the walls of eternity. Heaven is weeping, pleading, calling your name with such desperation that even the stars refuse to shine until you answer. Do not scroll away. This is not a message you stumbled upon by accident. This is the divine timing colliding with your name, your life, your destiny. Comment, Amen. If your heart is open right now, let this moment be the beginning of everything new. Every chain of delay is being shattered. The long season of silence is ending. I have waited patiently, but tonight, time has collapsed into urgency. I have whispered, I have nudged, I have sent signs and confirmations. Now I am speaking with thunder inside this still voice, because what is being unlocked in your name is no small release, it is a divine transfer. You were chosen for it before you were even born. What belongs to you is no longer being held back. Archangel Michael is not merely watching. He is begging with tears in his eyes, standing before me on your behalf, interceding for your name to be honored in the heavens. His sword, once raised in battle, is now lowered in broken prayer. The gates of heaven are trembling not because I am angry, but because heaven is weeping over how close you are and how many times you almost gave up. This is a miracle drenched in tears and urgency. Comment, 11:11. If you believe this word is for you, this is your sign. You are not just a soul scrolling through life. You are a vessel carrying the inheritance of generations who cried and prayed for the deliverance you are now standing on. A large financial blessing, orchestrated in heaven and signed by my Spirit, is no longer in delay. It is moving swiftly toward you, and no hand of man, no force of darkness, no broken past, can stop what I have prepared for tonight. But listen. This is sacred. This is holy. The enemy has been lurking near the edge of your breakthrough, not because you're failing, but because he knows how great this release will be. He's tried to distract you, tempt you, confuse you, make you walk away. But you didn't. You're still here. And because of that faithfulness, heaven is now flooding with divine permission to restore all that was stolen. If this has touched you, like this video, let the heavens see your heart rise in agreement. I see your hands that have been empty for too long. I see your dreams written in the ink of tears. I see how you pretend to be strong in front of others while secretly wondering if I forgot your name. I did not. I cannot. Your name is written on my palms. Your cries echoed through the halls of heaven, and now the sound returning to you is the answer you've waited for. A financial release, a miracle breakthrough, is set for tonight. Comment 222. If you trust that something is shifting for you tonight. This is not about luck. This is not about coincidence. This is about covenant. My promises are never empty. My words do not return void. I declared increase over you. I declared favor over your household. I declared healing over your finances. And now, even if you don't see it yet, even if you've been betrayed, abandoned, misunderstood, the rivers of heaven are rushing toward you with answers carried in golden chariots of light. This is a divine urgency, not an emotional one. The angels have gathered. The scrolls have been unsealed. What you do now matters. If you receive this, receive it fully. Let your faith cry out louder than your fear. The breakthrough coming is too sacred to be handled with doubt. This is not just about money, it is about divine restoration, about heaven responding to your obedience. You cried in silence, now I reward you openly. You sowed seeds when you had nothing left to give, and now the harvest is coming in waves. Not small blessings. Not temporary relief. But overwhelming overflow. You've been walking through the desert for too long. This blessing is not a drop, it's the river you prayed for in the driest of nights. I, the Lord your God, am faithful. My voice is thunder, but my heart toward you is mercy. I am not punishing you for the delay. I am preparing you for the magnitude of the release. What you are about to receive would have crushed you last year. But now, you are ready. You are rooted. You are marked. Heaven is not silent tonight. There is noise, movement, a rising wind. Because your name has been shouted among the angels. And I am declaring, release it. Transfer it. Deliver it. Every cent, every open door, every promotion, every opportunity, delivered. It will find you. It will locate you. It will not be delayed anymore. You will not miss it. You will not be bypassed. The blessing has your fingerprint. The miracle has your tears inside its promise. And I, the Lord your God, am standing behind it with all the authority of heaven. Your enemies will be confused. Your friends will be in awe. Your family will be silenced in amazement. Because no one saw this coming, but you believed. You dared to believe. And that belief, though it trembled, was all I needed to unleash the heavens in your favor. Stay in this posture. Do not turn away. Do not doubt. Do not think this is too good to be true. What is impossible with man is completely effortless for me. And I am not just working for you, I am moving everything in favor of you. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. God says, I have seen the nights where you cried with no one watching. I have watched you give your last, pray your hardest, and believe even when the evidence said give up. But because you didn't walk away, because your heart stayed faithful, I am moving tonight with speed and power. Heaven is crying out your name, and the weight of your promise is unlocking as the clock turns. Archangel Michael has never pleaded like this before. The urgency in the Spirit is beyond anything you've felt. Comment 333. If you still believe my promise hasn't passed you by. This is more than a financial blessing. This is divine justice. Every tear, every betrayal, every lie spoken against you, every door that slammed in your face, I have counted it all. The pain you carried silently was never ignored. And now, what the enemy meant for harm is becoming the very foundation of your elevation. The storm was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to train you for what is being transferred into your life tonight. You didn't miss your moment. You didn't disqualify yourself. You are still in the center of my will, even if the path looked dark. Sometimes I hide you to protect what I'm preparing. But now, I am bringing you out of hiding. You will be seen, blessed, and favored. There is a supernatural shift taking place, and you are the focus of it. Tonight, the windows of heaven are opening with force. The floodgates are responding to my command. This is not just financial. This is generational. I am rewriting the legacy of your bloodline through you. Where there was poverty, there will now be prosperity. Where there was lack, there will now be overflow. Where there was shame, there will now be honor. Because you trusted me in the furnace, now you will receive the crown. Comment 555. If you declare with faith that divine wealth is reaching your house. I never left you. I never forgot what I spoke over you. I was working behind the scenes, orchestrating the details, aligning the right people, breaking the wrong cycles. And tonight, that work becomes visible. Miracles are not myths. They are my language. And this miracle is shaped exactly for you. Tailored to your tears, your patience, your warfare. No more delay. Archangel Michael is moving with a cry, not of sorrow, but of victory. He sees what you don't. He has watched the enemy try to suffocate your purpose. But now, his hands are raising your name to me. He's holding the decree written in heaven, release the inheritance. Release the favor. Release the wealth. And I have said, yes. It is done. If you knew what was being released, you would be shouting with praise right now. The vaults of heaven are opening. Not with coins, but with keys. Keys to property. Keys to healing. Keys to promotions. Keys to joy. Keys to peace. Keys to security. You have waited, and now, I reward. You have fought, and now, I honor. You have endured, and now, I deliver. I am not sending scraps. I am sending showers. I am not offering survival. I am offering surplus. What is coming to you will be pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. And the world will know this wasn't your doing, it was mine. I am your provider. I am your defender. I am your father. And I am faithful to complete what I began. Comment 1212. If you trust one am pouring more than you asked for. They said it would never happen. That your dreams were too big. That you were being unrealistic. But what they didn't understand is I was the one who placed those dreams inside you. And what I plant, I water. And what I water, I grow. And what I grow, no man can uproot. The rain you're about to feel is not judgment, it is the rain of fulfillment. Your bank account is about to reflect the hand of God. But it's not just about the money, it's about the restoration. You will look at what once made you cry, and now you'll smile because I turned it for your good. I am the God who multiplies. I am the God who heals. I am the God who restores. And I have remembered you. There will be evidence. People will notice. Your life will testify. I am making your name great, not so you can boast, but so you can bless. You will be a lender, not a borrower. You will feed those who once walked away from you. You will bless those who cursed you. You will rise with grace, because you chose to stay humble. Do not fear the size of this blessing. I am giving it because I trust you. Because I know your heart. Because you didn't quit. Because you didn't trade your calling for comfort. You endured when it was lonely, and now I am bringing you into a season of surrounded favor. You will be covered on every side. You are not waiting for years anymore. You are stepping into the night of release. It's already in motion. The wealth. The breakthrough. The clarity. The answers. All of it is riding on the winds of my command. And tonight, as heaven weeps in joyful victory, you will feel the power of my promise unfold before your very eyes. God says, tonight is holy, and heaven has halted its song to listen for your heart's response. On this divine night of September 16th, something enormous is shifting. A massive release is already unfolding. I am not speaking of a distant promise, I am revealing a now miracle. A large sum of blessing is already on its way to your name. The angels are not waiting, they are running. Archangel Michael is not whispering, he is crying with holy urgency, because the time has come, and he cannot bear the thought of you missing this. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Comment 777. If your spirit senses that tonight is marked for your breakthrough. I see you. I see the long years where you were overlooked, where your kindness was mistaken for weakness, where you prayed quietly in the corner while others were celebrated. I saw you blessing others even when your own cup was nearly empty. I watched you give in secret, hope in silence, and endure storms without applause. But now, what was unseen by man is being honored by heaven. I am not just sending financial overflow, I am sending restoration of dignity, purpose, and peace. I am a God who sees in secret and rewards openly. Every act of obedience, every moment of trust, every silent yes has added up to this divine hour. You've stored treasures in heaven, and now, heaven is pouring treasures into your life. What was stored up is being released. The angels are not debating it, they are declaring it. It is yours. Not tomorrow. Now. The financial floodgates are responding not to your qualifications but to your heart. You stayed pure. You stayed faithful. You refused to let bitterness corrupt you. And because of that, I am releasing not just provision, but abundance, joy, and legacy. This blessing will stretch beyond your bank account. It will affect your generations, your family line, your name. Comment 999. If you receive this with all your heart. Do not be surprised when things begin to happen quickly. Suddenly the debt will be wiped out. Suddenly the job will call. Suddenly the door will swing open. Suddenly the right person will enter. That is how I work. I don't operate on the schedule of the world. When I say it's time, it is time. I override all obstacles. I cancel delay with one word. And I have spoken, release. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword not against you, but against the delay, against the spiritual warfare that's tried to stop your inheritance. His tears are not weakness, they are intercession. He is carrying your name before me with a cry of justice. God, they've waited long enough, he says. God, release what's theirs, he pleads. And my answer tonight is yes. This is divine reversal. The same areas where you faced loss, you will now see gain. The same doors that slammed shut will now be reopened with greater opportunities. The same people who rejected you will witness your rise. Not because you are seeking revenge, but because I am a God of restoration. What the locusts have eaten will be returned sevenfold. Comment 1010. If you believe the winds of reversal are already blowing. Your name is in my mouth. I am speaking it into rooms you haven't walked into yet. I am placing your name on hearts of decision makers, investors, leaders, openers of doors. And when they hear it, they will feel an unexplainable pull toward blessing you. Not because you asked, but because heaven commanded it. Favor will go before you. Peace will surround you. My hand will rest on you. I have not brought you this far to leave you stranded. I have not tested your faith only to ignore your cries. I have not allowed this fire to burn you, it was refining you. So when this blessing arrives, you will not mishandle it. You will not fear it. You will not run from it. You will rise and receive it with open hands and a clean heart. Many will ask how it happened. They will wonder what changed. And you will answer with humility, God did it. He remembered me. He kept his promise. You will not boast in your strength, but in my mercy. You will not point to your efforts, but to my faithfulness. Because this story is not about your ability, it is about my glory. You will know that I, the Lord your God, am with you in every detail. From the delay to the delivery. From the silence to the overflow. I am not only giving you a blessing, I am making you a blessing. People will come to you for prayer, for hope, for guidance, and you will have enough. Enough wisdom. Enough love. Enough provision. You will lack no good thing. I want you to rest tonight knowing this: the struggle is not your forever. The pain is not your identity. The loss is not your destiny. What's coming is more than compensation, it is divine confirmation. I heard you. I've seen it all. And now I am acting swiftly, fully, generously. There is something sacred about this moment. You didn't come here by chance. Heaven has led you here. The wind of the Spirit is carrying this word directly to your heart. And as you embrace it, as you believe it, as you respond to it with trust, the release quickens. It will find you. It will bless you. It will overflow from you. God says, the time is no longer approaching, it is here. This very moment is drenched in divine significance, and what I have spoken over your life is being fulfilled in real time. Tonight is not ordinary. It is a night of wealth transfer, of miracle confirmation, of heavenly movement on your behalf. Archangel Michael is still at the gates, his hands trembling not in fear, but in relief. He knows the battle is already won. He knows that the enemy's grip on your inheritance has been broken. Comment 15:15. If you believe your name has been spoken in the courts of heaven. You are not here by luck. You are here by prophecy. Even before your birth, this moment was recorded. Your tears were numbered. Your patience was witnessed. And your faith, though small at times, was never empty. It reached me. Even when your voice was silent, your spirit cried out for me. And now, heaven is not just listening. It is responding. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Do you feel the trembling in your heart? That is not anxiety. That is alignment. Your spirit is catching up to what has already happened in the spiritual realm. What you are sensing is not tension, it is transition. From lack to overflow. From fear to favor. From stress to supernatural ease. I am not sending temporary relief. I am anchoring your life in provision that will never run dry. Comment 17:17. If you know something just shifted around you. The chains that kept your resources bound have shattered. There is a roar in heaven because the angels have been waiting for this moment. I did not withhold to punish you. I delayed to prepare you. Because what I give, I protect. And what I protect, I elevate. You are not just receiving money, you are receiving mantle. An assignment. A calling. A blessing that must be handled with grace. You are about to walk into places where no one expected to see you. You will be honored by those who once ignored you. The very doors you knocked on and were denied will now be opened wide without you touching them. Why? Because I've gone ahead of you. I am not only with you, I am already in your future, shaping it for your good. Comment Amen. If your heart says yes, even if your mind is still catching up. Every day you waited in pain was not wasted. Every moment you chose forgiveness instead of retaliation built a bridge for this blessing. Every dollar you gave when you didn't have enough, every prayer you prayed when you were exhausted, every praise you lifted when you felt empty, all of it echoed louder in heaven than you ever knew. And tonight, those echoes return to you as answered promises. You are stepping into a season of visible victory. The kind that cannot be hidden. The kind that confuses the wise and amazes the faithful. The kind that makes people ask, how? And your answer will not be strategy or success, it will be grace. Pure, undeserved, undeniable grace. My grace is what's pouring into your life tonight. There will be moments very soon when you will pause and realize you are living in the prayers you used to whisper. You'll look around and realize the pressure has lifted, the anxiety has faded, the fear has been silenced. Because I have stepped in. And when I step in, everything changes. I have not just opened one door. I have opened many. Multiple streams of provision. Unexpected checks. Debts erased. Businesses revived. Property acquired. Ideas funded. Visions coming to life. What once felt impossible will now become inevitable, because I have commanded it. And my word is final. You don't need to chase. You only need to align. You don't need to perform. You only need to believe. I am not giving this to those who fight with pride. I am releasing this to those who endured with humility. And you, beloved, are one of them. The low places you walked have made you ready for the high places I'm calling you into. There are people right now being stirred to bless you. People waking up with your name in their spirit. People who will feel the undeniable urge to favor you. That is not their will, that is mine. I am touching hearts. I am opening minds. I am releasing connections that will bless you, not use you. This is not a trap. This is a testimony. Your time in the wilderness has ended. You will no longer live off scraps. You will no longer survive day to day. The overflow is not coming, it's here. And it has your name sealed in gold upon it. It is sacred. It is settled. It is swift. What I start, I complete. What I promise, I deliver. And what I bless, no curse can stop. Let your soul rest tonight in this truth. you are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are loved, chosen, appointed, and anointed. And what is about to unfold in your life will leave no doubt, God was always with you. God says, I have not forgotten the weight you carried in silence. I have not turned my face from your struggle. On this very night, under the sky I created, the heavens are wide open above you. What was once held back is now being handed to you in full. I have ordered the release. A large financial miracle is descending into your life, not by accident, not by merit, but by divine decision. This is a reward for your obedience, your loyalty, and your quiet faithfulness. Comment 222. If you trust one am the God who never arrives late. Archangel Michael has not rested. His tears have been for you. He has stood between the resistance and the release. And now, because of the war he's waged in the unseen realm, the barriers have been broken. The weight of heaven's wealth is being transferred, and your name has been whispered through the courts of glory. Do not fear this blessing. It is yours. It has been yours, and now it comes to your hands. This is more than money. This is the healing of your soul. This is the lifting of the burden you've worn for too long. You've smiled while struggling. You've encouraged others while empty. You've kept your heart clean even when the world was cruel. That posture didn't go unnoticed. It invited this blessing. It summoned the wealth of heaven. You're not being rewarded randomly, you are being remembered righteously. You are about to feel what it's like to breathe without pressure. You are about to rest without fear of the next bill, the next emergency, the next loss. I am not giving you a temporary fix. I am establishing you in financial stability. No more survival. No more just enough. I am releasing more than you asked because I am a God who overflows, not withholds. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Comment 1111. If you believe the overflow is already at your doorstep. Don't allow fear to steal this moment. Don't let doubt creep in now. This is your time. The shift has already begun. Even now, behind the scenes, pieces are moving. People are making decisions with your name in mind. Systems are being changed. Delays are being cancelled. I am rewriting outcomes that once looked impossible. Archangel Michael rejoices not because the battle was easy, but because the outcome is sure. He fought through delay, confusion, and warfare to bring you this moment. His tears are not of sorrow, they are of divine relief. He knows what's coming, and he knows you are ready. Do not shrink back. This is not the time to question. This is the time to declare. You will look back at this date, September 16th, as the moment everything turned. You'll say, that was the night God remembered me. That was the night heaven moved on my behalf. That was the night I felt peace again. And you won't just feel it once. It will continue. It will multiply. It will flow like a river into every dry place of your life. Comment 333. If you declare that tonight is the divine turning point, what I am doing is not ordinary. It will not be explainable by logic. It will not make sense to the doubters. It will not follow the path they thought you'd take. That's because I've never called you to follow the path of man. I've called you to walk the divine road, narrow, hidden, and blessed. And that road has now led to a place of holy increase. The inheritance is being passed down. Not because someone died, but because someone prayed. Your grandmother's cries, your mother's praise, your father's sacrifices, they have all joined together in the heavens. I do not ignore the legacy of faith. I amplify it. And you are about to walk in what others only dreamed about. This blessing is generational. Do not entertain the voice of guilt. This blessing is not too big for you. It is not undeserved. You didn't earn it, but I gave it. And when I give fully. You will not be overwhelmed by this miracle. You will manage it with wisdom. I will guide your hand. I will guard your heart. And I will protect everything I place in your care. I am shifting the atmosphere in your home. Peace will now reign where worry once lived. Joy will now echo where sorrow once slept. Provision will now fill the cupboards that once stood empty. You will no longer measure your life by struggle, but by my supply. This is your new beginning. Don't forget where I brought you from. But also, don't fear where I'm taking you. You're not going back. You're not losing this. You're not falling short. You are stepping into promise, into favor, into abundance. This is not just emotional encouragement, it is spiritual reality. Heaven has written it. Earth will witness it. And you will live it. God says, what is unlocking tonight is something no man can stop. What I have spoken over your life cannot be erased, denied, or reversed. This blessing is not coming, it has already begun. I have stirred the winds, opened the storehouses, and placed your name in divine circulation. Every angel in heaven knows who you are, and tonight, they are moving swiftly under my orders. The financial breakthrough, the miracle provision, the long-awaited release, it is in motion. Comment 12:12. If you believe the divine release is already happening for you. Archangel Michael did not cry without cause. His tears were the echo of years you've waited, believed, trusted, and still held on. His weeping was not weakness, it was a release of holy compassion. He has battled to protect your name from premature failure, from spiritual sabotage, from the schemes of the enemy. He is rejoicing now, because what he saw ahead, you are finally about to experience with your own eyes. No more nights of begging heaven for a sign. No more silent suffering in rooms where no one understood your struggle. No more lack, no more delay, no more holding your breath for something to change. The change has already begun. I am not only giving you money, I am giving you power. Power to build, power to bless, power to walk in freedom without fear of loss again. You've passed the test. You've proven that when all you had was faith, you still chose to believe. That even when things looked worse, you still gave thanks. That when doors shut, you still praised me. That kind of faith moves my hand, and tonight, my hand is stretched wide over your life. Every closed gate has been broken. Every locked door is opening. Every withheld promise is now being fulfilled. Comment Amen if you feel peace returning to your spirit as you read this. I do not delay without reason. What looked like waiting was actually working. I was removing the wrong voices. I was protecting you from counterfeit blessings. I was building your spiritual muscles, teaching you to walk on water before I released the sea of favor. And now that you've endured, now that you've grown, now that you've remained humble, you are ready. Ready for increase. Ready for unexpected deposits. Ready for land, for homes, for elevation. Ready for overflow so great that your old budget, your old mindset, and your old patterns won't be able to contain it. You'll need new structure, new wisdom, new faith, and I will supply all of it. I never bless without preparing first. And beloved, you are prepared. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Comment 1010. If you know that what's coming is bigger than what you prayed for. You're stepping into divine ownership. Not just of wealth, but of identity. The enemy lied to you. He said you were overlooked, unworthy, forgotten. But I have always been near. Watching. Guiding. Writing your name in holy places no man can erase. You are not just blessed, you are chosen. Not just called, you are trusted. I am placing you in positions of impact, not just so you can prosper, but so you can pour. You will lift others. You will restore what was broken. You will feed the hungry, clothe the cold, sponsor the lost, and raise the forgotten. Because you remember what it was like to be overlooked. And now I can trust you to not forget. Your blessing isn't for popularity. It's for purpose. Your miracle isn't for clapping hands. It's for changing lives. You are being positioned in a place of influence because your heart remained pure when you had nothing. That same heart will now steward much. And I will multiply everything you touch with integrity. Do not panic about managing it. I will give you grace. I will place wise counsel around you. I will surround you with those who celebrate, not compete. Those who uplift, not drain. Those who speak life, not envy. Because this blessing is not just sacred, it is sensitive. And I am protecting you even in overflow. You will laugh again without fear of the future. You will wake up without the heavy burden of bills. You will give without calculating how much is left. You will bless others while remaining blessed yourself. I am breaking every cycle of poverty, anxiety, and scarcity that followed your family for generations. With you, it ends. And with you, a new legacy begins. This is why the warfare was so intense. This is why the resistance came every time you stepped toward faith. The enemy wasn't afraid of your present. He was terrified of your future. He saw what I had written over your name, and he tried everything to stop it. But he failed. Because you kept going. You kept standing. You kept trusting. And now, the release is here. You will no longer be the one in lack. You will be the lender. The giver. The pillar in your community. The example of God's glory on earth. Not by pride, but by presence. My presence. It will go with you, cover you, and shine through you. God says, I am still moving, still speaking, still pouring into your life at this very moment. Tonight is drenched in divine purpose. There is nothing ordinary about what is happening in your favor. My angels are still in motion. The atmosphere around you is still shifting. And the abundance that's coming is not slowing down, it is accelerating. This financial release, this miracle increase, has been sealed in heaven and now it is being delivered by my command. Comment 555. If your spirit feels the weight of something sacred unfolding, do not look to your past to predict what's about to happen. What I am doing has no earthly reference point. It doesn't look like what you've seen before. It's bigger, deeper, stronger, more stable. The pain you went through wasn't to prepare you for more pain, it was preparing you for peace. It was not a punishment. It was a prophecy being formed. And now the fulfillment has arrived. I am covering you in favor you didn't even know you qualified for. You thought you were forgotten, but I had you hidden. You thought you were overlooked, but I was watching closely. You thought your efforts went unnoticed, but I counted every act of faith like precious treasure. And now, the reward is no longer in waiting, it is being handed to you. No more begging, no more chasing, no more pleading. You are being chosen, handpicked, and lifted into a season of divine reward. Archangel Michael has stood firm through the battles you never saw. His intercession wasn't just spiritual, it was personal. He carried your tears, your cries, your unspoken prayers into the presence of the Most High. He wept because he saw how close you were and how heavy the burden had become. But he also saw the victory. And now, he rejoices, because you're about to walk into it. Comment 1717. If you believe angels are surrounding your life right now, there is a reason the enemy fought you so hard. He knew the weight of what you carried. He recognized the oil on your life. He saw the promise forming even when you couldn't see it yourself. He wanted to wear you down, to make you quit just before the door opened. But you didn't quit. And now, that door is swinging open so wide, nothing can shut it. I am not asking you to strive, I am asking you to receive. To rest in the truth that what is yours cannot be stolen, delayed, or blocked any longer. Your yes carried more weight than you knew. Your trust became the bridge between the promise and the manifestation. And now the heavens are raining with miracles, pouring out what has been withheld for years. The resources being released are not just enough, they are more than enough. More than enough to restore what was taken. More than enough to start again. More than enough to dream again. More than enough to give without fear. You won't just see overflow, you will live in it. It will follow you. Chase you. Dwell in your home. Multiply in your hands. Comment Amen. If you are ready to walk boldly into overflow. This is the harvest you didn't even know was still growing. You thought some of the seeds you planted were lost, but I never let one seed go to waste. I watched every moment you sowed in faith. Every offering of love, of time, of service, of trust. The harvest is here, not because the world says so, but because heaven has declared it. And when I speak, all of creation must obey. You're about to be surprised by peace. You're about to be overwhelmed with answers. You're about to be stunned by how suddenly things align. You won't need to force it. You won't need to beg for confirmation. You'll just know, this is God. This is real. This is the fulfillment I've been praying for. And you will not miss it. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch, and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This new season requires a new you. A healed you. A trusting you. A you who doesn't keep checking the past to see if the promise is still valid. It is. It always has been. What I said then still stands now. And my timing is perfect. What looked like silence was setup. What felt like delay was development. And now, it's delivery. You're not just receiving a blessing. You're stepping into a lifestyle of provision. You're not just getting a breakthrough. You're walking into a divine rhythm of favor. This is not a moment, it's a movement. And you are in the center of it, not by mistake, but by my choosing. Don't fear the magnitude of what's coming. It's big, but so is your faith. It's heavy, but I've strengthened you. It's holy, but I've purified you. You're ready. Even if your mind isn't sure, your spirit knows. And I'm not calling the qualified. I'm qualifying the called. That's you. I'm lifting you because you stayed low in humility. I'm honoring you because you didn't seek attention. I'm blessing you because you didn't curse me in the storm. You praised me when you had nothing, and now you'll praise me with more than you can contain. God says, I have not stopped watching over you, not for a second. And now, my eyes are fixed on the moment I've been waiting for, the fulfillment of what I whispered to you long ago. You didn't imagine the promise. You didn't mishear me. You didn't believe in vain. What I spoke is becoming visible, and tonight is the divine release. A large sum, a blessing you can't explain, a breakthrough you stopped asking for because the wait felt too long, it's all arriving at once. Comment 333. If you declare with boldness that this promise belongs to you, Archangel Michael is still standing near you. Even now, his presence is surrounding your space. Though your natural eyes can't see it, your spirit is picking it up. That peace you feel suddenly, that lightness in your chest, that quiet confidence returning to your heart, that is not coincidence, it's confirmation. Heaven has shifted. The warfare has ceased. The gates have been opened. And your name is still written clearly on what is being poured out. This isn't just about your finances, it's about your freedom. I'm releasing you from what's weighed you down. From cycles that repeated for years. From the silent pressure that stole your joy and robbed you of rest. The same way I part the Red Sea, I am parting the atmosphere for you to walk through. Not crawling, not limping, not begging, but walking in strength, boldness, and divine assurance. Comment 999. If your heart feels lighter already as this word enters your soul, you've battled silently. You've endured quietly. And now, I am blessing you openly. What once was hidden will now be honored. I am restoring your name, your hope, your laughter, your security. And I'm not doing it little by little. I'm doing it suddenly. Unexpectedly. Supernaturally. That's my nature. That's how I love to surprise those who didn't give up. The people who counted you out will have to watch me count you in. Those who laughed at your dreams will witness their manifestation. Those who walked away from you in your valley will have to witness your mountain. But this time, you won't need their applause. You won't need their validation. Because you'll know, God did this. No man. No system. No favor from the world. Only divine grace. Comment 1111. If you receive this increase not just as a gift, but as your inheritance, what I'm releasing is already marked by your spiritual DNA. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be sent to someone else. It cannot be rerouted. It is yours. Even if it was delayed, it was never denied. The moment your heart aligned with my will, heaven began preparing this package of favor. And now, the delivery has reached your door. I'm blessing your sleep. Tonight you'll rest deeper than you have in years. Not because your circumstances are perfect, but because your spirit will know it's done. I've settled it. I've signed it. I've sealed it. I've sent it. I am not a God of confusion. I am a God of clarity. And tonight, clarity comes rushing in with every wave of blessing. The time of worry is over. The time of lack is over. The time of chasing without catching is over. You are stepping into the realm of divine ease. Doors will open that you didn't knock on. Money will come from places you never imagined. Provision will flow without manipulation. Because when I bless, it's pure. When I bless, it's protected. When I bless, it's permanent. The pressure you felt recently wasn't punishment, it was labor. And now, the birth is happening. What was forming in the spirit is now being delivered in the natural. This is why you were under attack. This is why you were exhausted. Because the enemy sensed what was coming. But he failed. Because even in your weakness, you didn't walk away. And I honor that. This blessing carries the fragrance of my presence. It smells like grace. It looks like mercy. It feels like favor. You won't need to question if it's me, you'll know. And you'll be overwhelmed not by fear, but by gratitude. This is what I meant when I said I would prepare a table before your enemies. They'll see it, but they won't be able to touch it. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed, a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever.